morning, children. Welcome to your every other day dose of farming in the Eden Valley. So this morning we are continuing work in the large shed. Is that stopped it?
It's pressure in that still.
I know. I thought I turned it off. I'll go and have a look.
You can turn it back on now, like.
Oh, good. Just hit a tiny pipe. Just a baby one. Just come to turn the stop tap back on. Very, very cold. Look at it. Oh. I can't see it, and there might be like, what about if there's frogs or water snakes in it? Stop being a pussy. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous behaviour. Look at that! How is it staying in the air? Oh, that's cold. We're just turning this around like everyone suggested. I'm just holding this. So we've turned it round. But like the issue that I'm thinking is the tractor ain't gonna fit in. I think it's gonna have to come away from the wall. To be honest, we're gonna have to pull it away from the wall because that Valtra will not fit in here without that shaft being off on an angle. Like a little tiny farm haul, it'd lovely just squeeze into here. But like obviously the tractor we're using is a little bit larger. I think we're gonna have to put it away from the wall, to be honest. So the silage pit is in desperate need of cleaning. I'm just gonna collect all the plastic up and then have a bit of a scrape up with the bucket, and then I think I'll bring the scraper down and have a scrape up with that as well. A big thank you to everybody who is still sending in things for the food bank here, here, and here. I am still leaving the Amazon wish list up, so if you want to send anything, the link is always below every video. Has blocked my way. I actually can't get past because there's a big hole over there, and then there's a digger in the way, so I'm gonna have to wait until he's moved before I can take my kettle to the recycling. So I'm just gonna walk around and check the sheep. These sheets here, so these are Eternit roof sheets off right above me, and as you can see, a lorry had a little accident going round the edge of that shed, and just, I'll show you where. Over the top of Roy here, there was a sharp corner there, you can see, going round there, and the lorry took them out here. So they lasted, what, 3 years? And they've got a huge life expectancy. At least they lasted longer than the kettle did anyway. So these here are cement fiberboard, fully recyclable, unlike the old asbestos sheets that clearly need special handling and are not able to be dumped in a hole in the floor. So these here are gonna be put down here, which is going to be the base for the grazeway. And now this side of the shed we're not worrying about right now. We're doing everything else first. So this is the second day of work, and we have had Lely, we have had Mike Jewis talking about slurry, and we have also been actually working and digging. This is how far we have got. This hole is for the concrete troughs. The robots will sit probably about here. That's funny. So if you remember rightly here, there was a big bubble of concrete right up into this gap here, and we've actually moved the lid back, taken a sleeper out and moved the lid back a little bit so that we've now got more room to swing around this corner. Yeah, so that there, the roof sheets were damaged here. I am really useful for things like this, like holding tape measures, running and getting stuff. Like, you have to know your limitations, don't you? Such an advocate for women in farming. I'm joking. I'm very useful and I could drive that digger if I wanted. If I wanted, that's the point.
She's got me tied around her finger, just like a ring, yeah. And I just can't get enough. Now I'm trying to relieve the pain and fever of the guy that's stuck in love. Whoa, 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 whoa. 'Cause I just can't get enough. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So this big field here next to the shed has absolutely no fences whatsoever around that side. So we're just letting the clins into here during the day to graze, but then at night we've got to go and shut the gates because otherwise they could literally get out and go down the lane. Hello, beautiful.
She's like a drug I'm hooked on constantly. I can't get back down. Miles away, giving up on reality. Fueled insanity.
Can I just show you something? So I'm just walking around the sheep in the middle of a field, middle of nowhere, and don't let balloons go, for God's sake. Just because it's going in the sky, it does not mean it isn't littering. I think there was an NFU campaign a couple of years ago that said what goes up must come down. There's your proof. They're not going to heaven, trust me. They're going into someone's field. If one of those sheep up there ingested this, it's potentially deadly to them. You definitely do not want this entangled around something's stomach. We are just taking some scrap to the scrapyard. I've just brought the tractor out of the shed. No. Oh, you'll annoy some people now. Not only do you squash posts. Oh, you're not going to scrap that. Came from the garage a long time ago. This one here is what it should look like. Like, you can unroll it and not untangle it. That was all tangled up and we couldn't get it to unroll, which is just a bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest. We have infuriated people before now by scrapping things that they would keep. So if we have wire or fencing, we will just scrap it. For instance, a piece of gaming basket I like to keep crap about. We're at the scrapyard with my high vis on. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job of high vising, but I am high vis lizzing. This here, this car, it was sold it from the garage, Mo's garage. 6 months old. It was Ford Direct, and look, it's always sad when you see them in the scrapyard. Time's gone by. Hello. Would you rob the spot though? No. What is it about you two? I must look really fat and tall on camera because of my double chin, you see. Mello sent me a small boiler suit. Hold on a minute. I'll put it there. No, wait, that doesn't even work. I need to be... Right, hold on, I'll put it on my feet. This is my small boiler suit. Oh, the crotch is on my knee. How fat do you think I am? I'm gonna wear them though. Like, I'm gonna be like a rapper with like...
Cause I just can't get enough. But I screw everything up.
So, concrete's here, ready to do this. All those little bits of wood you can see are the level that we need to get to.
She's like a drug I'm hooked on constantly. I can't get back down. Miles away, giving up on reality. Fueled
I'm driving something different. Fun. So I got a text message from a friend of ours, Lanky, who's actually not that lanky. He has a Cuffield ATV services, it's called. He also sharpens chainsaws, which is what we use him for, to be honest. And he said, you do a bit of this, you know, Instagramming and Facebooking and whatnot. And I said, oh yeah, I do a bit of it, you know. We've borrowed it for a weekend.
Oh.
Do you want to put your seatbelt on?
No.
Yeah, you have to put your seatbelt on. So I have come on I've come on school run to test this out, because why the hell not? So Lanky gave us a message and said, did we want to take it for the weekend? And I just thought, do you know what? Why not? I am not one of those people that goes out and does demonstrator this, that. But do you know what? It's all right. It's all right. What do you think of it?
Good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
It can have children in it. That's a big point for us. So we spend a lot of time jobbing about between Crackenthorpe and our house, which is Roy's dad's house and our house. And we basically use the ML as just ferrying a bit of feed around, lick buckets, chopped beet, that kind of thing. You've seen what we use it for. And we sometimes occasionally stick a child in it. So it literally does the job of, you know, what a pickup would do. But we can't afford a pickup. It's got a heated seat. So you press underneath it and your seats heat up, which is really nice when you're driving. It's got a work mode and a normal mode. The only bit that I would say I don't like about it so far is the indicators. Once you've put them on, they don't turn themselves back off, so you end up going down the road with your indicator on, which is kind of silly. I keep relating it to a quad bike. It's nothing like a quad bike, it's more like a car. So I keep thinking that, I had it in my head that they were just expensive quad bikes. They're not, they're like cheap cars. That's how I'm thinking. I just went down the A66 and I don't mind admitting I'm a slightly nervous driver, especially in something new. I went down the A66 and bombed on down at 40, it limits at 41, and then slows itself down. And I wasn't nervous at all. It did really well. It was steady. I don't feel like it's going to tip over in any way. And you know what? I'm dry and warm. I'm not wet. And there's a child sat next to me with a seatbelt on. So big plus from me, because obviously, as you've seen, if we're going to go move sheep and stuff, it's actually illegal to have your kids on quad bikes, completely illegal. At any pass, you're not even meant to have passengers on, to be perfectly honest, but like, and I think there is actually, you need to wear a helmet pretty shortly. I think it's going to be a legal requirement to wear a helmet. So that's another thing that I would totally forget to do. But yeah, actually kind of, you know what, early days impressed with it. We've been busy today concreting and stuff, so I've not done a lot. We're just going to talk to my friend Lynn, who's walking towards us, looking at me, wondering why I'm speaking to myself. So yeah. Out of Buggy Club, do we all wave at each other like lorry drivers? Hi! So embarrassing, it's untrue. I am dual purposing today. Careful of the doors because they're quite heavy, and when you open them they go doing, so like you just want to watch. So I've just done school run and now I'm driving in a field to stick some buckets out for the sheep. What? And let's be honest, it is actually quite bloody cute and good looking, isn't it? Sounds like a race car, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think it's cute though? Do you think it's cute? I think it's cute. Like, what a nice colour. So I'm just hoying lake buckets out, to be fair. So what am I putting out? Pro Plus Complete from Scottman, just to keep the energy levels up. It is just keeping and making sure. What the earth is that over there in that hedge? Oh, I think it might be another lip bucket that they finished and thrown to one side. They like this stuff. It lasts a while. The Clims, funnily enough, have been more prone to finishing buckets than these guys, so that's interesting to know. Whether or not that's a breed thing that they need more, so they're taking more in, I don't know. But yeah, interesting. Fly around and pick up the buckets that they've completely finished. Rufus says there's something in the glove box. Pull it out and show everyone what it is. That's a winch. So if you get stuck, you can winch yourself out. How crazy is that?
But how do you work it?
Well, you plug it in under here, and then you attach that there. You press it, and it winches in and out. So that's like the controller. Look, that's like a controller.
So so you have to leave the door open?
No, you plug it in under here and you press out and the winch goes out and you press it and it pulls it in. I'll show you the winch in a minute, shall I? Make a mess? Not really, no. Perfectly honestly, no. I came out of that gateway there and went up here, and then I've come back down this way. And yeah, to be fair, there's a little bit, but nothing too drastic. Took some empty ones of these that the sheep have been noshing away on. Absolutely love them.
What's a verdict?
Like, what do you think?
I don't know.
Is it a winner chicken dinner because it's got a winch?
One thing is, it's got a winch which makes it good. It's really loud, which is a bad compliment. And it's
Really loud, which is a bad compliment.
And it's really
It's warm, isn't it?
It's warm.
It's warm. That's what we like. And we try.
Loud. Yeah.
You don't like the loud. I think that's a personal preference. It is loud. I'll give you that. It is loud. In comparison to a quad bike, let's say. But you're allowed in it.
Which makes it better.
Yeah. So you're either on Shanks's pony and quiet, or you're in a Cfmoto. I used to think it was like a cross between Hello Moto and CFM, which is Cumbria FM. Winter vegetable soup has just arrived. Thank you very much, you guys. Jeremy Parks, thank you, Jeremy. If any of you want to donate tins or such like to the food bank, get on my Amazon wish list. The link is below, and you will basically buy the tin of food, which is what, 50 something pence. It will arrive at my house just like this, in a box just like this, and then I stick it in my food bank box, which is next to it, with deodorants, baby food. I think that's all that's in that one. And when I've got 2 full boxes, I will take them to the food bank. And on doing that, the link is below. So a link below to a discount code for Ridgeline if anyone wants it, because I wear that link. And there is also a 15% discount code. I think it's Charlotte 15 in capitals this time. So if anyone wants 15% off Ridgeline, use that code. I'm literally eating stuff from Christmas. It needs eating up. It'd be rude not to. Wafer rolls, almond flavoured. You really only can eat one of them.
I screw everything, I